Yeah, the Staby effect is real. Let's be clear, we're on Vancouver Island, and when you look around, there's a stunner boat everywhere you look. This thing turns heads, absolutely. Everybody's really interested in what it is, where it came from. Hey, I've never seen one like that. And then, you know, I get the odd guy going, hey, is that Australian boat? Or is that New Zealand boat? That's not a dig, guys. That's just what they say, right? Hi, I'm Al Campbell from Stop, Drop, and Troll Adventures. We're here in China Creek, just outside of Port Alberni, BC. And this is my Stabicraft 2050. The first time that I kind of stepped out of my comfort zone and got out there and I felt it, then I said, wow, you know what, this thing is absolutely eating this stuff up. You know, the first time that I could cross the Georgia Strait and feel absolutely comfortable, not only did I make it home comfortably, but I made it home fast. This was my first time in my own craft being able to go 25 miles offshore and fish halibut and everything like that. To me, that was an absolute game changer. Feel safe out there. I know that my wife feels, you know, confident that I'm gonna make it home at the end of the day, even when we're tackling big water in dangerous spots. The responsiveness is fantastic. It really holds on to its steering. I mean, I can't say enough about how well this boat steers and handles, and at speed, the boat handles incredibly well, but that at rest, it handles really, really well. Like when we're jigging, we could back right up to those kelp beds and feel like everything was just great, and get in there and jig, and we got fish right up close on features that I wouldn't have attempted to go towards, you know? So it's just been fantastic. Today, a friend of mine, Jeff, joined me with his son, Jackson. It was Jackson's first time yesterday on the boat, and we went offshore, and so he got his first halibut, which was pretty amazing. And today he was up bright and early, ready to hit the water again. So it was just amazing to see the way that he really just was honed in on those rods. He was just doing all the right things out there. It was cool seeing the passion that he showed out there and just how much he got into it, because I really love being out here. I like getting pumped about fishing, and to see the smile on everyone's face and some big high fives and a bit of time at the cutting table. Just cool seeing him to drive to put food on his family's table. It was just awesome. The vibe on a fishing boat is everything when it comes down to it. And you know, especially when we're gonna have a kid out there for the first time, I gotta really make sure that everything stays up. You know, sometimes bad stuff happens and you have to deal with it, and you have to keep it cool for everybody, because yeah, as the skipper, you're responsible for everybody. And you know what, and when people come out with you, you're responsible for them having a good time and setting that tone and making sure that we can all stay in it. But you know, when the weather's amazing like this and everything's going right, it's the easiest thing in the world. The drop-down clears at the back are a really nice addition. You know, here it's pretty much cold and maybe wet almost every morning, even in the middle of summer. I do fish for a lot of the season, and Canada has, you know, pretty heavy weather. So when we're out fishing in February and March, it's gonna be, you know, very cold, and that stuff's important. But what I really like about it is the fact I can roll it up and get it out of the way for when I want to fish when the day gets warmer. So, you know, today we started out with the clears down and everybody in there staying warm. But by the end of the day, we had it all rolled up. We were getting that fresh air and sunshine, and it was just, you know, absolutely fantastic. So that's a big one. The next thing that I'd say is that, you know, we put a radar on the top. You know, radar's not for everybody, but in an area like this, you know, today the visibility was okay, but yesterday we came into some fog so thick, I couldn't see much more than, you know, 50 meters in front of the boat, if that. And so, you know, it'll help you pick up other boats and everything like that coming at you. So we actually turned it on and we're attentively, you know, watching the radar and making sure nothing was coming. And it just gave me that sense of safety and comfort that that I wasn't gonna go and run into the side of one of the sceners that was out there working the channel or anything like that. Another thing that we've done on there is Autopilot with the Lowrance system. The Autopilot's great. I just have a little handheld remote that can help me steer side to side, and I basically use it for a heading hold, you know, which basically keeps me going in a straight line, or I can turn it a varying number of degrees to one side or the other. This really helps me when I want to be running rods at the back and people are sitting down. I don't necessarily want a client or a friend who's not, you know, familiar with, you know, marine charts and stuff like that to steer me into the rocks. So it's fantastic being able to keep the boat going straight. Also, when I'm fishing by myself, I can be in the back fighting a fish and know that I'm not, you know, I'm not going to veer off course in heavy wind or anything like that, right? So it's fantastic. Yeah, moving back, another great feature, we added the grab rails on the gunnels here. These things are absolutely fantastic. I think, you know, it's not something I would have thought of right off the bat, but I wouldn't want to live without them anymore. My wife is disabled. She loves having a place to hold on to, and so that type of thing is really important to me. It's a great spot to mount rod holders like we have up there right now. And also when you sit up there and you're just enjoying the troll and everything like that, it kind of acts like a little bit of a backrest. And the gunnels are so wide that it's quite easy to sit up there and be comfortable and have that thing behind you, and you just have one hand down there, and it just gives you that added sense of security and everything, right? 10 out of 10, I'd be back getting those things again if I was ordering my boat from the factory. That's just, I think it's a really great addition. Moving a little farther back, we've got the downriggers. So downriggers are used to take a heavy weight, bring it down to desired depth, whatever depth you decide you want to fish at. And there's a clip on there so your fishing line can come down, and when a fish grabs onto it, it releases from the downrigger, and now you're fighting the fish without that weight. But without it, you wouldn't be able to get down to 100 or 200 feet for those fish, you know, because that's where salmon are holding. So, you know, in terms of salmon fishing, that's pretty much standard gear. Everybody fishing Chinook salmon on in the ocean would be looking at having like that, something like that set up. Yeah, and Scotty, they make the best ones on the market if you ask me. So. And they're a great BC company, so that's the ones I choose to use. Yeah, the Stabicraft is real. Everywhere I go, everybody asks about it. They haven't seen one like it. You know, everybody's really into it, and it, you know, especially in like parking lots and stuff like that. When I've been going and getting some groceries to go out on one of these trips, me, I love chatting about it. If I got the time, I'm all in to have a chat with you. So I don't know how many people I've knocked down the back stairs and had them just climb up on the boat and have a look around, and they're just absolutely blown away. They say, you know, I've never seen anything like this for fishing deck in this size of boat. In fact, the guy at Alberni Power and Marine, the service manager there, Darren, he popped up and hadn't seen one. He said, wow, you know, like, I mean, for a 20-foot boat, this is absolutely like probably the best fishing layout that a guy could get, you know, on a boat that's going to go on the trailer. There's a lot of big boats around here, these guys, you know, that have the moored and everything like that. But me, I like to travel around. I like to check out fishing in one spot and another. I don't live right where I would get the salmon fishing I want, and I don't want to leave my boat in the water with all the problems that come with that. This is absolutely a perfect fit for me, and I think that when people see it, they really say to themselves, like, I could see myself in that boat. I could see myself doing more things, and yeah, like you just see people's eyes just light up, and you know, nobody's doing that for me. They're doing it out of their interest, right? They're doing it because they're pumped, and man, that just gets me pumped. So yeah, the Stabie effect is real. I mean, it got me, right?